Many billion-dollar companies are built by partnerships. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. But choosing the wrong partner has destroyed more companies than bad ideas ever did. How do billionaires decide who they trust with billions of dollars? The answer is not chemistry, it is calculation. No individual possesses every skill needed to build a billion-dollar company. Visionaries need operators, technical minds need strategists, risk-takers need stabilizers. Research shows that around 70% of business partnerships fail within the first 5 years. Yet the companies that survive this filter often outlast and outperform solo-founded ventures. Why? Because complementary skill sets create scale. Apple combined Jobs' vision for design and marketing with Wozniak's engineering genius. Neither could have built Apple alone. Microsoft paired Gates' software expertise with Paul Allen's strategic foresight. Their complementary strengths allowed rapid growth, but partnerships multiply risk as much as opportunity. A bad hire can be fired. A bad partner can destroy everything. They own equity. They make decisions. They represent the company. Which is why billionaires do not choose partners casually. They evaluate them systematically. Trust is the first filter, and the most brutal. Billionaires evaluate trust through 3 lenses. Reputation. What do others say when the person is not in the room? Not references they provide. References you find independently. Wealthy investors call mutual contacts. They ask lawyers, bankers, former colleagues. They look for patterns, reliability, integrity, how someone treats people without power. Track record. Words are cheap. History is expensive. Has this person delivered before? Built companies, managed teams, handled pressure, or do they talk well but execute poorly? Warren Buffett famously says he only invests in people he would trust with his grandchildren's inheritance. This is not sentimentality, it is risk management. Because once capital and equity are committed, trust cannot be rebuilt easily. Reliability under pressure. Trust is tested during crisis, not during success. How does someone behave when a deal collapses? When revenue drops? When the company faces existential threats? Billionaires look for evidence of past crises and how the person responded. Did they panic, deflect blame, or solve problems? The partners who survive are those who prove reliability when it matters most. Aligned incentives determine partnership success. Trust matters, but incentives shape behavior. Equity distribution equals splits. Sound fair, but they often fail. If one partner contributes capital and another contributes labor, a 50-50 split creates resentment. The investor feels overexposed. The operator feels undercompensated. Smart partnerships align equity with contribution and risk. If one partner can walk away with minimal loss while the other loses everything, incentives are misaligned. Decision-making power, who has final say? On hiring, on strategy, on exits. Some partnerships grant equal votes. This works when partners agree. It deadlocks when they do not. Others assign decision domains. One partner controls product, the other controls operations. This works when boundaries are clear. The worst structure is ambiguous authority, where every decision becomes negotiation. Long-term versus short-term motivations. If one partner wants to sell in 5 years and the other wants to build for 20, the partnership will fracture. Misaligned time horizons create conflict. One partner optimizes for growth, the other for profitability. One takes risks, the other demands caution. Billionaires ensure time horizons align before committing, because misaligned incentives destroy partnerships, even when trust is high. Great partnerships combine different strengths, not identical ones. Visionary versus operator. Steve Jobs saw what technology could become. Steve Wozniak built it. Jobs could not code. Wozniak struggled with marketing. Together, they created a company worth trillions. This pattern repeats across successful partnerships. One partner sees the future. The other makes it real. Product builder versus strategist. Larry Page and Sergey Brin built Google's search algorithm. Eric Schmidt, brought in later as CEO, scaled the company into an empire. Technical founders often need business strategists, and strategists need technical builders. Risk-taker versus stabilizer. Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield built Ben & Jerry's. Cohen pushed creative flavors and brand risks. Greenfield managed operations and stability. Risk-takers drive innovation. Stabilizers prevent chaos. Partnerships work when these roles balance. They fail when both partners are identical. Two visionaries with no operator. The company never executes. Two operators with no visionary. The company stagnates. Billionaires look for partners who fill gaps in their own skill set, not partners who mirror them. Character is revealed under pressure, not during calm crisis behavior. How does someone respond when the company is failing? When investors pull out? When key employees quit? Partners who blame externally are dangerous. Partners who solve problems internally are valuable. Billionaires evaluate past crises. They ask, how did this person behave when everything was falling apart? Ego management. Success inflates egos, and inflated egos destroy partnerships. When Apple fired Steve Jobs in 1985, it was partly because his ego clashed with other executives. He later returned, humbled, and more effective. Billionaires look for partners who can subordinate ego to mission, who can accept being wrong, who can share credit, because ego-driven partners optimize for personal recognition over company success. Conflict resolution, disagreements are inevitable. How they are resolved determines partnership survival. Do partners argue constructively or destructively? Do they seek solutions or victories? Research shows that 94% of technology leaders emphasize trust in innovation partnerships. And trust depends on how conflict is managed. Emotional stability. Markets crash. Deals fail. Competitors attack. Partners who remain emotionally stable during volatility make better decisions than those who panic or rage. Billionaires evaluate emotional resilience, not through interviews, through observation during high-stakes situations. Partnerships must survive success as well as struggle. Decade-long thinking, building billion-dollar companies, takes time. Usually 10 to 20 years. If a partner thinks in quarters, not decades, the partnership will not survive the long journey. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have partnered for over 60 years. Their success comes from shared, long-term thinking. Neither optimizes for short-term gains. Shared vision. Partners do not need identical goals, but their visions must be compatible. If one partner wants to maximize profit and the other prioritizes social impact, conflict is inevitable. Bill Gates and Paul Allen shared a vision. A computer on every desk. This alignment drove Microsoft's strategy for decades. When visions diverge, partnerships fracture. Even successful ones. Personal values, business partnerships are not just professional. They are deeply personal. You spend more time with your business partner than your family. If core values clash, integrity, ethics, treatment of employees, the partnership becomes unbearable. Billionaires evaluate values through observation. How does someone treat service staff? How do they respond to ethical dilemmas? What trade-offs are they willing to make? Values cannot be faked long-term. And incompatible values destroy even profitable partnerships. Ambition alignment. Some partners want to build the largest company. Others want to build the best. These goals can coexist, but only if both partners agree on priorities. Misaligned ambition creates resentment. One partner feels held back, the other feels pushed too hard. Smart partnerships ensure ambition levels and directions align before equity is distributed. 5 principles. Repeat across successful partnerships. 1. Trust compounds faster than capital. Early trust allows faster decisions, faster scaling, less friction. Partnerships built on trust outperform those built on contracts alone. 2. Incentives shape behavior. No matter how strong the relationship, misaligned incentives eventually create conflict. Equity, control, and time horizons must align. 3. Complementary skills. Scale companies. Identical partners create redundancy. Complementary partners create leverage. The best partnerships combine different strengths toward the same goal. 4. Character matters more than talent. Talented partners with poor character destroy value. Mediocre partners with strong character build sustainable companies. Billionaires choose character over credentials. 5. Alignment prevents conflict. Vision, values, ambition, time horizon. When these align, partnerships withstand pressure. When they do not, partnerships fracture under success. Ideas can create companies, but partnerships determine whether those companies survive. The right partner multiplies success. The wrong one destroys everything. Billionaires do not choose partners emotionally. They evaluate them systematically. Trust is verified, not assumed. Incentives are aligned, not ignored. Skills are complementary, not redundant. Character is tested, not taken on faith. And long-term compatibility is assessed before equity is distributed, because once a partnership is formed, it is far harder to exit than to enter. The companies that endure are not built by the smartest individuals. They are built by the best partnerships. Jobs and Wozniak, Gates and Allen Buffett and Munger. These partnerships worked not because they were easy, but because they were deliberate. Trust was earned. Incentives were aligned. Skills were complementary. Character was proven, and vision was shared. That is how billionaires choose business partners. Not with hope, with frameworks. Subscribe to Power Protocol. We cover what matters.